Pranam, Namo Himalaya. Welcome to today's video. In the last video, we talked about actions, inactions, and consequences of our actions and how we should act. Well, we will do one more text today where Arjuna asked to Lord Krishna about work, karma again. So this is from chapter number 5, Karma Yoga. Text number 1. Arjuna said, "O Krishna, first of all, you ask me to renounce work, and then again you recommend work with devotion. Now will you kindly tell me definitely which of the two is more beneficial?" It's very important to understand this. First of all, you ask me to renounce work, and then you recommend to work with devotion again. So Arjuna is confused and is asking, what should I do then? Well, there would be time in your conscious journey when you realize that everything that we do, you start thinking like, what's the point of all of this? If we are living in the world of illusion, and nothing is real, that means that whatever we are feeling is unreal. Does that mean that? Does it mean that the work that we do is unreal, the results that we are achieving is unreal? And you start thinking, what's the point of all this? Might as well do nothing. Well, he's saying that you ask me to renounce work and you recommend to work with devotion too. Now, which one should I do? So in that, Lord Krishna says, the renunciation of work and work in devotion are both good for liberation. So he's saying that both paths is okay, whichever suits you. But of the two, work in devotional service is better than renunciation of work. Well, this is also very important at this point to talk about different time, different places, different circumstances, and what you should do when this time, place, and circumstances changes. It was probably back then easier, if you think, to devote your life in the mountains maybe and eat whatever you want and do your practices. You can still do that if you choose to right now. But if you were to live in the society, it can be one of those things that could be very difficult. So even Lord Krishna is saying that out of the two, work in devotion is better than just giving up work. So let's find out more what is working in devotion. One who neither hates nor desires the fruit of his activities is known to be always renounced. Such a person, liberated from all dualities, easily overcomes material bondage and is completely liberated. So there is a way where you are working, but in that work there is renunciation. So how do we achieve that? One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities is known always to be renounced. So if you take your action and you do your work, knowing fully well that whatever I do, it's not me doing it, and you are not attached to that action, nor the result of that action, then you are free from that consequences of that action. Because you see, let's take a moment to understand. We all know that for every action there is a reaction. And we also know that these consequences creates bindings to our soul. The question is, how do we get rid of all these bindings? In today's world, it's mostly difficult to just give up work and decide that I am no longer working anymore and just give up on living life in the society. That is also difficult, which means that you have to continue to work to be living in this society. Now, what is the way then to get rid of all the bindings to your soul because of this action that you do? It's that mindset. The mindset that says that I am just a channel and I'm connected to the universe, and through me I work because I devote myself into His service. If you think that you are not doing, the I gets removed. You're no longer doing that work. So you open up the energy channels, letting the universe work through you. And you see, because the I gets removed, you allow the energies of the universe to flow through you, and whatever action that you do is no longer you doing it. Is the universe working through you to get the action done? Which means that because you are not doing it, the results of the action, whatever the action, you accept as it is. Because it was not you who did it at the first place. This mindset allows the flow of energy and allows you to liberate yourself from the bindings of the action that you do. And you start cleansing yourself. It's not going to happen with just one action. It's just not going to happen overnight either. It's a practice. But it starts with knowing. It starts with awareness. If we know that there is a way to allow ourselves to be the hands of the universe, and we let the energy flow through us, and the action, the result of that action also is because of the universe, then you are free. You are liberated from the bindings of that action. Well, when I learned about all of this, I questioned myself a lot. How do I do this? How do I know whether I am actually getting attached to the result? Sometimes you realize that you only know that you're attached when the result is sitting right in front of you. And you either feel sad or happy about it. But just like any other muscles, it's the training of it. You practice yoga asanas. You practice the pranayams. You work your body. You practice the breath work. You practice your body. Make yourself capable of going through this process to build yourself up to this level where you're able to say that whatever the result, I'm okay. Because deep in your heart, you know that you were not the one that did that action in the first place. And you're okay with it, whatever the result comes. You are in balance. So I hope that you got something out of this verse from Lord Krishna to Arjuna, to understand about attachment of the results to your actions. So I will see you in the next video. Pranam. Namo Himalaya.